Good Sunday morning to you all. We've got the new van and we're away. So as I showed you yesterday, Charles stripped it all. She's done a cracking job. She's got it all stripped, all the sound deadening on, and I've just been to pick up the 25mm PIR and the battens over there for the floor. But this morning's job, it's a nice day. We're gonna get the windows done. So I've got two side windows, and the other thing I haven't done is told you all about the layout and the van. So this is a 21 plate Citroen Relay. It's got about 35,000 miles on it, and this is the layout. This double seat's being taken out and is being installed here, and we're going to use the original seatbelt anchor points on this pillar here. And we've already ordered a single seat that's going to go there, so it's going to be just like the Boxer up front, two single seats, only these are both going to have swivel plates. You've got the double bench seat here, and then there's going to be a dining table here. Behind this bench seat we're going to do a little bulkhead and then a little bench. In that bench the diesel heater and electrics will be in there, and then at the rear, similar to what I did on the Boxer, only on the Boxer I did a 1350, which is a full-size double. We're doing a small double in here, so it's going to be a 1200, because the bench seat this year, he wants one opposite but here as well, and it's going to be about 900 a meter wide or long, and we're going to do a table that's going to drop down to make up another bed. That's the layout. And then after this bench seat here, there's just going to be a really small cabinet but here, a little kitchen cabinet just for a sink. No shower, no toilet, no undermount tanks. It's a nice straightforward one. There's no solar or anything going up on the roof. The owner uses this for both work and for obviously pleasure. So electrics wise, we're just going to do the USB lights like we did in the Boxer, and then there's wall cabinets that are going to run from the front all the way to the rear, and we're going to do an LED strip underneath there. And obviously the diesel heater is going to need a supply. So as far as electrics go, it's very basic. We're going to just put a 105 amp hour Fogstar battery in. We are going to put a DC to DC in just to help keep that topped up, because we're not having any solar. We got a roof rack and a ladder to put on the back. But this morning's job, sorry, I know I look high, I've just been to pick up all this ply. So it's on all the walls, 6mm ply, all carpeted, ceiling, all carpeted, so the whole van's just being carpeted. And then say we got these two windows, which is this morning's job. We're going to start off on the side loading door. Now, the first thing we're going to do, this central rail here needs to come out, so I'll just draw a line to match this line here and this line here, and then we'll cut that line. Same on the bottom. Get rid of this, and then when that's done, you've seen the trick before guys, a little small drill bit. Sorry, battery died. So I was saying, you've seen the trick before. We're going to put a couple of sort of really small drill bits. I use like a 2, maybe even a 3mm drill bit. I'll do a couple just on the straight because I can easily match them up outside, but I'll focus mainly the corners here, and I'll do about 5-6 just on each corner, so that I can take that radius outside and make it easier to cut. On the last video, a lot of people wanted to see it, so we'll get that set up for this one. Got the protection. Okay, so that's that stage complete. So you can see I've got a few holes on the radiuses, and then I said I just do a couple on the straight because they are straight, and the only reason I'm doing that is so that I can transfer all that information to the outside, and we're going to go masking tape that up, which is our next job. I'm going to take this off so the jigsaw blade doesn't catch it, and then we're going to go outside and masking tape it up. And then this is what it looks like on the outside. So as I said, I'm going to run masking tape now all around this, and we do that for two reasons. One is to protect the outer paintwork when we're running the jigsaw around it, but the second one is also then to give us the line that we need to follow for the actual cut itself. Now another thing to remember is these little gits are very sharp, so wear gloves. Don't be sort of rubbing your hand on the mask tape trying to push it down, because they're gonna slice your hands up, no problem. Let's get this done. So this is it then, masking taped up. Alright, so I've just put a double layer up here just to cover this edge up here, because when you're sort of turning corners here, the back end of the jigsaw can clip it, same as the other side. We're now ready to cut this out, so I'm going to use a metal cutting jigsaw blade, and I always cut a smaller hole first. I just find it easiest, and I'll get a small hole out and then I'll cut the outer one. So I'm going to use a step down drill bit just to put a few holes within the area for me to be able to put the actual jigsaw blade through. As I said, I'm going to do a center one first, then we'll go to the outer one. And there we got one hole. I've really got to get myself a nibbler because I'm doing so many of these, it's going to just make that so much easier. But anyway, I'm teaching you how to do it with a jigsaw. Now, it's always better to undercut than overcut, yeah, because once this is finished, this hasn't got to be perfect. What I'm going to do now is we'll take all the masking tape off. I'm going to go get a sander and I'm going to just go around, take off the burr, but I can also then just smooth it off nicely to the inner skin. So that's the next job. Just give this a quick sand. Then we got to treat it, which is just putting some sort of hammerite on the bare metal. The other thing as well, when you're using a jigsaw cutting this stuff, you get swarf everywhere, and I mean everywhere. It's all along here. It'll all be in the sills over here, around the handles, even around the windows up here. Gotta get it off. If you don't get it off, as soon as it rains, that will rust straight away. So we're gonna get this tape off, sand it, and get rid of this swarf. Right, the tools I used a sanding disc on an angle grinder just to clean the edges up, and then I used this file just for all the fine stuff, and I'll show you what it looks like now. So the next job for me is I'm now going to give this a clean, and then we'll put degreaser on, and then we're going to put the edging trim on the windows. And this is the knock-on trim now to go on, so that just opens up. You don't need to open it up like that, I've just done it to show you, but that's closed and that just gets knocked on all the way around. And that's the knock-on trimming done. So I've started on the side just here, gone all the way around. Make sure you get in nice and tight on each corners. Yeah, by the time you've come around it, just go back and check it's not loose, because that can quite often happen. You just need to take this off and go back a bit and tighten it up. Now that's on, we now need to alcohol wipe the van and the glass, and we'll primer it, and then we'll be ready to get some sticky down. Right, that's the window primed, and I've also done the van, which I'll show you now. And you just use some body glass primer and an application dabber, whatever you want to call it, I don't fucking know. Right, and the van has been primed as well, so we're going to get the silicone on the van. Got that here, I just bought the fitting kit from Van Pimps, and you got a special nozzle because it creates sort of like a tree sort of shape, just to help it spread. So we're going to get that on and get this window fitted. And that is one window in. A little bit fiddly, but take your time, and they do the job. They're nice sliding openers. Now I got another one to do on the exact same position, but on the other side of the van. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna show you the repeat process again. I'm just gonna get it done and dusted. And just like that, the other side is done. I wish it actually happened that quick. God, you get some forearm burn when putting that window sealant on. Oh, it's so thick coming out. I think I need to invest in one of those electrical guns. Right, that's it for me for today. It's coming up R5 and I'm knackered. Hey guys, so it's Thursday, end of Thursday actually, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update on the relay, because we've had a really big day today, been really busy. The single seat has arrived and that's been fitted. Also the 2 swivel plates have arrived. They're not in yet, but they're to go on. This is just to show the position of where the double seat's gonna be. We've got all the framing done all around the van. Ceiling is on, and we have completed the side loading door card. Now we deliberately waited for this van to come to do this, because we've done 2. We've done one for this van and one for the Boxer, which looks exactly the same and is really nice. I come up a lot better than what I thought. Got nice curved edges with some flexible ply. It's clean, I like that. So we got all the insulation is now complete. Now with the insulation, we've used all Dodo. So you got Dodo Thermo liners along with the Dodo Fleece. And then in the bed area, because we want to get a full length mattress, done the same trick. We've got Thermo liner on this side, this Dodo Fleece on top. This will be ply lined, whereas this will be ply lined down and above, but that will then just be carpeted, so that we've got the 1.9 meters between. And I'm not sure if I showed you, but we've also got the floor down. Really productive. We're 4 days into this van, and that's 2 windows, all insulated, floor and ceiling lined, door card on the side, sliding door. Happy with that. As for the workshop, as you can imagine, we've got a whole bunch of stuff that have arrived for the new van. We're using lightweight ply again, but this is the actual ply board, not furniture board. All this is 5.5mm ply, that's for the walls. And this is actually the door card that we put on. So because of the size on it, you can't use 1 sheet. So we use 2 sheets and then bond some straps on, glue and screw, and we just glued some of the joints, so that's all going off. Built a little frame around the opening, and that's where the flexible ply then will go around with curved edges to follow the curves on the outside here. So hopefully we'll get that finished tomorrow, get that in. But you can see, workshop, it's not messy, it's just too much stuff in here. So that brings me on to going back to the unit we went and had a look at. We got it, we're going in. So it's Thursday today, we move in a week tomorrow, which we need it, desperate. I got 2 vans on the drive. This isn't like a normal sort of size garage, but it's rammed, it's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll pick you up in the morning. It's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, I'll pick you up in the morning, and I think we're going to look to get the rest of this van ply lined and just get it all carpeted. Then we're on to furniture building. Good morning guys, the cold is in and it's in good and proper. But it's time to give you a bit of an update on the relay. We haven't done a great deal of recording on it. We've just been cracking on with this one. We had a few bits left on the boxer I needed to finish, and we're also sorting out the new unit. So that's all starting to calm down now, other than the day we actually move into the unit. So I thought, right, let's show you where I'm at with this van and then talk through what we got left to actually do. So I've got the single seats in, bench seat is out and here. I've put the two swivel plates on. These were actually so easy. They took me about 10 minutes each. They were nice actually. They were all right. I've got the DC to DC cable run. I just need to get that into this bench seat over here. Right, I got a torch. It's a bit dark in here. So we've got the diesel heaters in and the electric board's in situ. It's not fixed or anything, so we're gonna look to do this later today. We want to get that fixed in, get the DC to DC over, get the electric hookup on. Also the lithium batteries come in today as well. At the moment I've been using the little power bank just to test the diesel heater out. To be fair, that's the third H-calorie diesel heater that's gone in. Worked perfect straight away, but I did upgrade the fuel line to the white line. We got the bed bulkhead in. I've also done the two bed USB lights, and the garage is just waiting for these to be carpeted, rubber matting, and that needs to be carpeted, and also two door cards, and then I can put the bed in. That's done. We're having another bench here to match this one because that is going to make up a bed, and then from here to about here there'll just be one cupboard with a worktop on, and there'll be a sink in there, and it's gonna have like an integral pump, and the jerry cans will be underneath it. I'm also going to be doing a raised floor that's going to come out here a bit, come across, and then up to the corner of the chairs there. So we're going to raise this floor about 120 mil, and then the lino can go down, and then I think it's just the B-pillar trim, and this fan's finished. So not a million miles. I've got to run the ignition live cable now for the DC to DC, so I'm going to get that run, get the DC to DC over to the electrics board, get that electrics board installed, and then that's ready for the lithium battery, and then I can do the lid for that, build the one opposite, and then get on with this raised floor. Morning guys, it's, God, I lost count of the days. Is it Thursday today? Yes, Thursday today, so this video is due out tonight. So we thought we'd get you all up to date, isn't it? Now, I'm in the front, I'll take you around now, show you what we're up to. Charles has been carpeting the two wheels, and she said, can you come check them for me? And I've come in like, you did them better than I did them in the boxer. Good.
I'll take that.
Yes, it was a compliment, because it was, and it's true. Right, up front, I've got the swivel plates fitted onto the seats, so they're done. Oi! I've fitted the bed for the raised floor, so I'm just in the middle of scribing in this floor, which I'll show you in a second. I've got the seat belt on, the bench seat, and I've got the electric board in. There's still a bit of tidying in there to do. The battery is due any minute, so when that comes we'll get that fitted and get all that tested. And the floor that I'm currently doing, look at all the scribes on that. So I'm doing it out of the 50mm lightweight ply. It's nice and solid, but we've got that lightweight. So once that's done, it's going to be linoed on the top, the upstands, and then the lower deck of the floor. I've just got to chuck some PIR boards in between the joists, because why not? It's extra insulation. And then I think I'm going to tackle the wall units, because he's having wall units all along the driver's side, literally from the front all the way to the back. So I think it's quite a big run, so I think do that next, because that's probably the hardest thing left on this build, to be honest with you. And then it's just the bench seat and the one sink cabinet. And here's the rain again. Right, so this has all been lined, that's all done, that's all ready. And just back here, I've also fitted the battery, that's all been tested. We have some light, not a great deal, but some. So I'm just currently now framing this out so I can get my back strip cover on, and then we'll do another hinge lid on this one again, and that will be done and dusted. And then I'm going to do a surround around this back seat just to make that look nice. I've got a USB point to put in there as well, and then I'm going to tackle these wall cabinets. But today's starting to run out. we're waiting for a call to go get the keys for the unit as well, so it could be a bit of a manic afternoon. So we're going to leave this video here, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Join us next week and hopefully you'll see us move into that unit. Take care, guys.